still it's scary for me when you talk to foreigners. I'm still not that much comfortable to talk to,
Yeah.
but you are doing, and I really salute you. It's amazing that you're doing it.
Yeah, no,
I
thank
really want
you.
to do.
Thank you so much. So it
Okay.
was like me lip syncing to a Hindi song, and I was being crazy. I was like, I was being crazy in that. Imagine getting this many subscribers, and I'd be like, huh, okay. But you appeared really confident in your speech on Josh Talks.
Coming on the stage, they are just
Yeah.
breathing, taking
Mhm.
the deep breath, and they are talking to themselves. They are doing the self talk before even the day they have to perform.
How do I look?
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. You're
Because,
looking really
yes,
pretty.
because I'm always on my t-shirt and I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. But today I
And
felt
even
like,
with your earrings too, so
yes,
that I know. Amazing, looking pretty.
thank you. So are you. And you're also wearing red, and I'm also wearing red. That's a perfect coincidence. First of all, welcome to my channel again. I'm so glad to have you here.
Likewise, I'm also delighted to be here.
And I love the photos in your background. I don't know what it's called exactly. It has a
Mhm.
specific word. Polaroid pictures, I think that's what it's called. This specific
I also
design.
don't know.
And I actually saw this on your status. So I knew I will be seeing this when I'll have a session with you.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, first of all, congratulations on getting engaged. It's a beautiful and really big part of one's life, and I'm really happy for you. So, I quickly went to, as soon as you uploaded on the short, I quickly went to the comment section to see how people are feeling overall. Everybody was congratulating for you, really supportive, and that felt really nice.
Thank you so much. Yes, I read all these comments and everybody is so happy except one or two maybe. So I felt really well and thank you so much.
Yeah, that one or two that you're describing, I can feel it. So, in their mind, you were supposed to get married to them, like you were destined to be together, even when you don't know what they look like, but they just create
Hmm.
this image in their head.
Yes.
Okay, so, but how would you describe it overall, the experience, the journey that you are going towards? Excited or nervous? I mean, it's always a mixture of both for a bride to be, but like, which one is dominating? Is it exciting or maybe nervous?
As you have already mentioned that it's a mixture of both,
Mm-hmm.
even a sense of responsibility is
Yeah.
increasing. Um, I think both are equal.
Hmm.
Sometimes it's like sometimes excitement is more, but sometimes that nervousness. So it's like every day is changing. So it's
Hmm.
like that. So I cannot decide which is dominating, but yes, it's mixed feeling.
So, like, after getting engaged, do you like wake up and always, as you're coming to your senses after waking up, is it like, oh my God, I'm engaged? I cannot believe I was not engaged 2 months ago or last year, but I'm engaged now. Or does it feel, I don't know, normal?
Uh, okay, once you get engaged, you would be able to feel exactly because it's kind
Mm,
of difficult to describe in words. Um, Not every day, like you wake up, then you realize, but there are moments when you realize, okay,
mm,
and every time you feel that and you assume everything and then
yeah,
you get that responsibility, so sometimes it makes you happy, and even the small things can make you cry even while watching. It is happening with me, like even just watching a Instagram reel which is related to marriage or any song which is related to parents leaving the house
yeah.
and all that, the emotional story that makes me cry instantly, and sometimes like without reason I'm just feeling a little, you know, emotional. So it's like the time is very less, maybe around 6 to 8 months.
Mm,
Then I feel like sometimes it feels like it a long, but sometimes feel like it would like fly. So
mm.
mixed. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess only like someone who's actually walking through this path will relate. Maybe you can explain in words, but the way you're describing it feels like you have to experience this yourself to know
Hmm.
exactly what goes through their mind.
Right, right. And I think just engage is not gonna make that much big difference.
Hmm.
But I think marriage is something that would be entirely a different experience because
Right.
still you are living with your parents, you're doing the same
Yeah.
thing, you are at the same place. So I
Hmm.
think it's not that much big, like emotionally, feeling wise, yeah, there are things.
Hmm.
Um, but entirely you would be able to just feel after marriage. Sometimes it's chaos, sometimes it's like I would be able to manage, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eventually, everybody gets through it. And
Hmm.
one thing that I specifically like about your case is that you did your research, like a PhD thing in your last video. When you were like
Okay.
taking advice from all the married women. I
Hmm.
actually was watching it very carefully, very, very carefully, because my mom said, like, this video is gold, watch it. And I thought, is this another conversation that she's talking about? She was like, no, it's different. And I'm not going to tell you anything, you just have to watch it. So I forget everything after a day or two, but I clearly remember all the points that you mentioned in the video.
Yeah, so it's like I was just scrolling on Instagram thread and I have the
Hmm.
habit of reading few posts there. So it caught my attention. I thought like, of course, when you are planning, so your mind is constantly thinking of that thing. Like,
Hmm.
so it immediately caught my attention. I started reading all the comments and I found them really motivating,
Hmm.
somewhere like telling me, teaching me at the same time. Because one thing I have realized that like everything has both the sides, like negative,
Hmm.
positive. But when it comes to Indians, they always demonstrate the negative side of marriage. Mostly, I have seen. But
Yeah.
when I see the other people, they are focusing on the positive side. So but
Hmm.
that's what I realized, that there's a difference. Some people, mostly I've seen, are focusing on the negative side, which shows that they are into pessimistic mindset all the time. So
Hmm.
we have to just differentiate that too, so we can refrain from just damaging our relationship because of certain negative traits, because everybody has all the emotions and everybody is
Hmm.
allowed to show. So that is why I want to be very much careful about all the things, as I'm a working professional. So I really want, I already have a lot of things to focus upon. So
Yeah.
at least this thing simultaneously I have to focus. So it should
Hmm.
be a little sorted beforehand in my mind itself, so I would be able to manage it easily. So I think taking others' advice is good.
Hmm. Yeah, because people don't do that. Women don't do that. So if someone's going to get married, they focus more on what they are going to wear, what the event is going to be like, but they never focus on what after the wedding. Like you described, the marriage is like, I don't remember the exact words, but it's more than wedding. Like it's more important
Hmm.
than, because everybody's just talking about the wedding, but what comes
Yeah.
after that, the partnership that you have to share, nobody really
Hmm.
thinks that through. But I'm so glad that you already know what you're getting yourself into. um why does the word getting yourself into sound no, I mean it in a I mean it in a positive way. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I think everybody should think of this thing. And it's not like just I have started it now, because
Hmm.
of course, being a girl, we always know that someday you have to leave this house. You would not have this much comfort, and also because of that, if of course you start working on your career, your personality, your mindset, so you should be always there for yourself in case something happens to you. So I
Hmm.
think every girl should read about these things and definitely contemplate. And at the same time, even I think of the other life also,
Hmm.
which would be there after that. So yeah.
You can call me crazy, but I was planning things for you. I was thinking, if I were Rajni, then how would I record my videos in advance? Because then I would get really busy towards the end, like with everything. So these are the number of videos that I would start recording.
Yes, I am also thinking, and I have to do that, of course. And that is why I'm these days puzzled to think properly because there are many things that I have to look after, and
Hmm.
I'm putting a pause on a lot of things. So,
Mm-hmm.
and of course, beforehand, I have to plan all the content. So, yeah,
Yeah.
you are thinking in a right way, I think.
Yeah, it can be
Right.
overwhelming. I'm explaining as if I have
Mm.
10 years experience in marriage. I'm just so I have like 10,000 subscribers, which I am really grateful for. But if you compare this to the population of India, it's almost negligible. So if I step outside my house, I do not really have to worry about someone get recognizing me in public. But I
Hmm.
still create these scenarios like, what if somebody approaches me and asks for a picture? How would I react? Like, sorry, I'm busy, not right now. What's your case? Has anyone recognized you in public? Or if not, what would be your reaction to a subscriber recognizing you in offline life?
Okay. It's, I think, amazing. I would be really delighted to talk
Mm-hmm.
to the person because it's not something that comes easily. It's
Hmm.
it's a thing that you achieve after so long, after maintaining consistency, putting hard work every single day into it. So I would be happy, and I would definitely would not say that okay, any other time, or no, I'm not that much big celebrity or something. And I appreciate people even who stop for a few seconds and give chance to others to take selfie with them and talk
Hmm.
a little, because it just someone's 10 seconds or maybe 1 minute, if I'm talking about the celebrities, if
Yeah.
they give even 1 minute to person, maybe that would change their entire life. That can be a turning point for the person,
Hmm.
right? So I follow a lot of tutors even in this edtech industry, which is like Nimisha Bansal,
Hmm.
Ashish Arora, who are on an academy. I think they were on an academy. I don't know. I think now they are not. But the way they treat their students, the way they meet them after their exam, after getting job, when students come and meet them, they organize all these workshops. They meet, they dance with them, they talk with them, they listen to everyone, every student's story. It makes me really happy, and I dream that like someday
Hmm.
I go out, I conduct those things, and I all my subscribers and all my students come and meet me in person, talk to me, we just have fun together, we just conduct activities, and we just dance together, everything.
Hmm.
So I feel great if it happens. I would
Yeah.
definitely feel great about it.
Some people do that now. I'm talking about bloggers. I do not have idea in our niche if anybody is doing that, but they do the meet and greet with subscribers in offline life. I personally
Hmm.
cannot even think of doing that because imagine I book a place and then nobody shows up.
That
And
scares me too
yeah.
even. Yeah.
Because
But I really want to meet people in
hmm,
person because it's been a long time that I've been doing virtually, and
hmm.
whatever a person can learn virtually, I think I have learned already. So I need now to step out of my comfort zone and go out and meet people. And so,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yes, it's I think it's a beautiful step if you actually face to face meet with your subscribers because just interacting with them via comments versus actually getting to know them is completely
Hmm.
different and
Yeah.
can be overwhelming in good ways. But I only dream. I don't know. Okay, so first impressions are something that you always remember, no matter if you remember other things about the person. I remember the first impression of meeting my friends for the first time, or maybe some relatives, and I create some image in my mind about them.
Hmm.
It can be true, or it can be completely opposite as you get to know the person. I've never
Yeah.
asked this to someone, but like, what was your first impression of me? Maybe when you first came across my YouTube channel or the first conversation we had. And did that change after we had like 2 to 3 sessions together?
Hmm. Okay. So I got to know from your conversation with, I think, someone else, or maybe on your YouTube channel itself. I don't
Hmm.
exactly remember, but yeah. So the moment I watched your videos and I got the vibe and energy and the thing, the warmth I was able to feel in your voice itself was amazing. I really liked, and it is the same, even it is elevated. Like it
Oh.
is strengthened. I think the bond is strengthened. I feel the connection is strengthened a bit after connecting to you for uh, two, three more times. So
Hmm.
it's amazing, and it would be, I feel this, it would be the same because I found you very calm, composed, and the person who is able to understand others and can be there. So,
Hmm.
can be there is a different thing that happened later, but yes, I always
Hmm.
felt that side of you that you are the person I can feel comfortable with. I got that vibe from your first video when I didn't connect to you, but just I
Hmm.
watched your video that time itself, and till today it's amazing, and I feel the
Yeah.
same.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It really means a lot. Um, my first
Welcome.
impression of you was also similar in the sense
Mm-hmm.
that this person can be my friend. I still remember in our first conversation, which was on your channel, and I was like, we can be friends. I think towards the end, I
Hmm.
said this.
I remember
And
that. Yeah.
yeah, and that was true. Like, you just give that friendly vibe, and I feel like you're really humble. Uh, because I don't think I would be this humble. Like, imagine getting this many subscribers, and I'd be like, huh, okay.
No, you are just
Yeah.
pretending that you would be
Uh,
still humble. I know that.
yeah, maybe it can be, but you know why? Because I think achieving overnight success versus working so hard every day towards something, it automatically makes you humble. You're like, okay, I
Hmm.
remember the work I put in, so that
Yeah.
makes sense. Yeah. We are showing glimpses of our life over here. We are not really showing what's happening behind the scene 24/7. So people just assume, and it's a human thing to do. They just assume a certain thing about us, that maybe Rajni is probably like the energy she shows online. She's probably always waking up with a smile and is always this energetic and calm and goal oriented and focused. So, what do your subscribers think of you? Like, what do you get from the comments, and how close is that personality to how you actually are, maybe in your offline life?
Very deep question, I would say. And if I talk practically, I think this is one part of me which is
Hmm.
on YouTube. It's not every, and
Yeah.
everybody has different personalities according to the people around, situation. Like if you are a teacher, if you are a content creator, there your
Hmm.
personality would be a bit different. And but when it comes to my all ethics and values, and I believe in and I follow are the same that I talk about mostly, like reading, becoming a little more humble, and to be honest, all my subscribers and all my students have
Hmm.
contributed a lot in this case. I was not the same person earlier. I had a lot of short tempered issues. They
Hmm.
are still there at times, but the frequency is reduced now. Like I analyze and I calm down a bit and I scrutinize all the things. Then I take, mm, and again, depends on the relationship also. Like the way you
Hmm.
can just be angry at your brother, you cannot be angry at your subscriber
Yeah.
or on a stranger. And I think there is no meaning of demonstrating the anger here because I am here
Hmm.
to just have a conversation with the subscriber, right? So I would just describe the things we are talking about. So there is no meaning of getting angry. There is no meaning of crying in front of the audience or in front of the people. So of course I cry, I get angry, I feel sad, I feel sluggish, lethargic. There are many things and everybody has that. So I
Hmm.
think that's not shown, and why would somebody would like to watch me like very lazy or crying, right? So I think this
Hmm.
is one part of me. But yes, my rules, ethics, the things I talk about are true that I follow. Like I, whatever I do, whatever I talk about that I do, which is
Hmm.
true that I genuinely do. And I have been working for 2 years, 2 to 3 years now, and books I have read, all the people I have watched on YouTube, and I'm continuously watching. All my students have helped me a lot. All my students have taught me a lot. When it comes to students, it's like all the working professionals and women. I have learned a lot from women. A lot of my
Hmm.
students are women, housewives, and people who are from India living outside and struggling and now working on themselves after 10 years or 15 years. So I learn a lot from them, and I am able to then now, apply all those things in my life to figure out the next life, how I have to manage. So I
Hmm.
feel that this YouTube students have shaped me. So it's new
Hmm.
Rajni, of course. I was not the same Rajni in 2020 if I talk.
Hmm.
But yeah, one thing which is demonstrated here is true, but there are other parts of my life which are not, I think, on social media, of course.
Right, exactly. So what I mean is like we're obviously not being fake here. It's just it's our same beliefs and values, but there are some offline parts of us that just stay offline and
Hmm.
should, like you mentioned, there's no reason to lash out on someone over here. People would be like, "What?
Hmm.
Why?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. The reason why I asked this is because, like you mentioned, the calm, composed personality that maybe I portray over here, they think that this is how I am. Like maybe I just talk in English all the time at home or whatever. Uh, so what happened once was I posted a short. I think it's now in my membership. I don't remember. So it
Okay.
was like me lip syncing to a Hindi song, and I was being crazy. I was like I was being crazy in that.
Okay.
Yeah, and like completely crazy, not like not the kind of lip syncing that someone would do to appear cute or funny. Like I was
Hmm.
wearing virtual sunglasses and I was just going this way. And so people in the comments, I had no idea what to expect, but I felt like, this is also me because
Yeah.
yeah, you don't know, but this is also me. And people were like, oh, they in a positive way, they said that we didn't expect this from you.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
this is why I'm like, wow, like you just create this persona of a person in your head, and maybe that's not how that person is 100% all the time. So that's why I felt
Yeah.
very very relevant when I asked you this question.
Hmm. Exactly.
Right, but
Even I also have the habit of doing art and
hmm,
then dancing.
hmm,
Not these days, but I used to do. And in during college, I performed on stage. Like I used to do bhangra, which I liked very much. So
oh,
I like Punjabi culture and I like Punjabi songs. Like high beats were dancing, and
hmm,
I enjoy dancing a lot. So I think this is not like we can show here, but whenever we want, we can show that too. But yes, people have their own perception. If they are watching somebody for so long, they would just make a picture in their mind and they would expect the
hmm,
same.
hmm. That like this person just talks in English the whole time. They are confident the whole time. If I'm actually
Mm.
offline in a group of setting of like a lot of people, I wouldn't talk this much. I would keep like we are introverts, so I don't even have to explain. But like we usually
Yeah.
tend to keep our opinions to ourselves. We are listeners rather than speakers in offline life. But that's not how it works online. And I was telling this to a person I talked to, and she was like, "Oh, I would not expect this." Like for
Mm.
example, I was once bullied in school for something so stupid. So I told her that, and she was like, I thought you were the bully. She said, I thought you were giving me those vibes that you are so confident, like you were probably the one bullying people. I was like, no, that's not, you don't even know me. Like, oh my God, you just created this image because of how I'm talking right now for 30 minutes.
Mm.
So that's why I was like, oh, like some things can be far from, how.
Yeah, it's something that
Hmm.
I can resonate with. Like, it happened with me now. I don't go offline that much. I don't meet
Hmm.
that much. I don't have friends here, of course, because I was in Navodaya and then JNU, so it's like very far. My friends are very far.
Hmm.
So here all are strangers for me, but people still, whenever they met me for the very first time, who are now my friends, they got me like an egoistic person. Like, but I was always introvert. So I stayed silent, and they took it in a wrong way.
Hmm.
And I really take a lot of time to become a good friend of someone, because I feel that once you are friends, then you are always like true to that person.
Hmm.
So I really take a lot of time to understand others' personality type and all the
Yeah.
things and mingle with the person. So once they became really comfortable and good friend of mine, then they told that your first impression was always like
Hmm.
we thought that you are so rude. And then they
Hmm.
realize like, okay, no, this is not the case. It still happens when somebody new
Hmm.
meets me, the person would feel that she is so egoistic because I just don't talk, you know,
Hmm.
immediately when as soon as I meet the person.
Yeah.
So we are, I think, taken in this way, and introverts can resonate.
Hmm.
And yes, one more thing is that when I also say this that I'm an introvert, like now I think I have become a bit ambivert
Hmm.
because of this constant practice.
Yeah.
But whenever I mention that I was always introvert, then people don't believe it. People think that
Hmm.
I'm the same person since the start, and some even believe since the birth. It's not the case. If people, I feel that if people have that kind of thought process, they should watch my earlier videos. The first video, go and watch, and you would see what kind of person I was. So before that, even very terrible. So I have improved a lot, but still people don't believe. People say that, okay, maybe I'm just pretending to be an introvert, but I cannot
Hmm.
just make them understand how it feels and what it is, to,
Yeah.
especially to extroverts,
You cannot even pretend to be an introvert. Like,
right?
you can never pretend. It's just how we are. Maybe we don't
Hmm.
even want to be this way, but that's just how we are. And
Yeah,
as an
yeah.
introvert, if your past self would be talking to you and you would tell her, like 3 years ago, that you would be having conversations with thousands of people and be able to carry the conversation for 40 minutes, she would not believe you because my past self
Mm,
also wouldn't believe me. I know that for a
right.
fact.
And still it's scary for me when you talk to foreigners. I'm still not that much comfortable to talk to,
Yeah.
but you are doing, and I really salute you. It's amazing that you're doing it.
Yeah, no,
I
thank
really want
you.
to do.
Thank you so much.
When people say that, okay, people are giving the TED Talks and talking on Josh Talks and giving speeches on stage are always fearless and bold and
Hmm.
confident. It's not the case. Behind,
Hmm.
like before coming on the stage, they are just
Yeah.
breathing, taking
Hmm.
the deep breath, and they are talking to themselves. They are doing the self talk before even the day they have to perform. Before that, like for 10 days continuously, they stand in front of mirror, they talk to the mirror, they practice
Hmm.
well so they can look confident, they can sound confident. So it is not that you are just naturally confident.
Hmm. But you appeared really confident in your speech on Josh Talks. Were you also kind of like faking it till you make it kind of thing, or were you genuinely confident once you stepped on the stage?
See, I think we all have to do that. And
Hmm.
to be honest, I was not that. I don't feel so. Even when I watch my video, I don't like. I just watch 1 minute video. I don't watch that Josh Talk video. I wasn't confident at all. I don't know why
Hmm.
people feel that I was confident there. Even I
Okay.
took 3 or 4 breaks in between,
Oh.
and because I just started, and it's been I think 6, 8 months or maybe year I was doing them, and
Hmm.
when I got, it was my first time that I'm speaking, even though it was in Hindi, but speaking in front of strangers in person. And I, I didn't have many people there, but still, like two cameramans and one content creator who was making
Hmm.
notes of creating shots and all. And one girl was there who was just taking care of me for that. And so 4 or 5 people are there, but still it was, and when there is a name like Josh Talk and you're standing on
Yeah.
a Josh Talk
Yeah.
stage, and so that gives you the fear, the hesitation. So yes, in between my voice shaked, and then I took a break, then I drank water. It was
Hmm.
difficult, of course, but yes, you cannot start crying in front of there. Then
Hmm.
why they would invite you, right?
Right.
If I am allowed to cry, I would, but it's not allowed, right? They would say
Yeah.
whenever it was shaking, they would like take a break, drink water, take a break
Hmm.
like this. That happened. I would say like yeah, I was feeling that fear. I was
Hmm.
hesitant, but I have to show. But still, it's like I don't know. I still don't feel that I was confident in that video,
Hmm.
but.
Okay. Yeah, because you might feel that way because you're the only one who knew what was happening inside your heart at that time. But people don't see that. I don't see that. So, as an audience, I
Mm.
felt like you were really brave for going there. And the way you were putting your points, it was really good. So, that's how I feel as an audience. But I guess because we know what was going on, that's why maybe we feel like, no, I don't look confident. When in fact, you were looking like the most confident person. Makes sense.
But I think those instants, like those experiences, accumulate the confidence in you, and
Mm-hmm.
later you feel like gradually. Because now I go out as I did my first podcast. That time I was very confident. That time I
Mm.
didn't need to pretend. I didn't need to have and tell myself. Bit nervous because it's my first, but then I was very confident,
Yeah.
which I did with Vidya Sutha here. And I'm again planning to find guests. It's difficult to find people who can definitely have podcasts in English. That is why I'm struggling.
Hmm.
But now I feel confident. I think, and because of these experiences now, so that is true that fake it till you make it. Once you
Yep.
have to fake, you have would have a lot of experiences back again and again, and then you would feel naturally confident. Here and there bit nervousness would be there, but still then a little bit self talk, self breathing, all would
Hmm.
help you.
I like to say proper
Mm-hmm.
goodbye. It
Yeah,
was amazing connecting with you. A heartfelt conversation, which all the content creators can also relate and the audience can also relate. I can also relate. I think it was a perfect balance of both of these. And I feel like the session was really, really good and served its purpose. And thank you so much for being here.
thank you so much. I'm really happy to be here, and I felt so relaxed after talking to you. Like it's been a
Hmm.
long time that we were planning, so thank you so
Yeah.
much for inviting me. I really enjoyed talking, and like when you are in front of me, it's like it uplifts my confidence and it gives me the positive vibe. So thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Have a great, productive day or a lazy one. It's up to
you
you.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Bye
Okay
bye.
then. Bye bye.